It's pickup day, guys, and I'm quite excited about this one. And that's because today we get the replacement for the BMW 320d. And if you haven't already watched the video, we set ourselves on a challenge to find a replacement for the BMW 320d. And guess what? We went into auctions and we won it. And today, someone is going to be driving down that road with a replacement. I know you've probably seen what car is, and the description obviously tells what it is, but I am quite excited about this one. In 5 minutes, Darius is going to be driving down that road with our replacement for the BMW 320d. Let's go.
Yes, people, it's the Volvo V60. It's the D2 engine with a 1.6 diesel engine. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to capture him driving in as he was getting cold and I had to get back inside. But first impression, the car is here and it looks like it's got quite a bit of work needed. Passenger headlight is gone, the bumper is gone, and I think the passenger wing is also really damaged. I didn't anticipate all of this damage, but the car drives, at least it drives, so that is a good sign. Darius is just driving it into the bay now and it sounds good. The engine sounds good. So what we're going to do now is we're going to move the car from here to the front of the house where I always get the work done and crack on straight to this job. Just like we do on this channel, every car that comes in, we focus on the interior and the exterior, under the vehicle, under the hood, or under the bonnet and the tires. So let's quickly get in and get the inspection done. The first thing we're going to focus on is the tires, the mirrors, and the full condition of the cars. Well, as you can see, the car has got a bonnet that has not had any damage, but the bumper has had some damage, and the headlight has also had a damage from the passenger side. The wing has also had a damage, but all four doors work properly. So that opens and that closes, that opens and closes, and that opens and closes as well. So the next thing we're going to look at, we're going to look at the windscreen and all the windows. So the windscreen, yeah, that is good. Windows, no crack, no crack, no crack on the windshields, no crack, no crack, and no crack. All right, so all the windshields works properly. The next thing we're looking at is the lights and the horn. So let's just press this light and then turn on the light and see if the lights work. All right, so that light works. Yeah, how's the light work? So guys, have a look. Light works, isn't it? Yeah, we are good to go. The horn, the seat belts, the seats, and then the speedo. Oh, it's got a low battery now. Got a low battery sign there now, but horn works. Speedo, the speedo is quite nice, isn't it? It's like it's got a digital one, so that's quite nice. And then we're looking at the seat belts. Let's have a look at the seat belt. That looks good. And that seatbelt looks good as well, and they all work. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to look underneath the car. So I don't know if you can see, but that looks like there's a little bit of a leak there. I can already see from here. If you look on the bonnet, you can see that there's a bit of a damage there. I think the damage is here, but we're going to try and fix all of that. Let's check the oil level. So that's, yeah, that looks like there's enough oil in it. We've already checked these things because we did that before we move the car. That is the power steering fluid, so you can see it's at the max here. There's no damage here. That looks good. We'll check the brake lines when we raise the car because we're going to do that soon. Oh, the wind, man. The wind. That really looks good. For 150,000 miles, not bad at all. Yeah, so the headlight is damaged. We've got a replacement for it. Now let's have a look at the tires. Oh, tires still looks good. Look at that. It looks like a brand new tire. You can still see the markings in there. This tire is literally new. Yeah, tire is good here as well. Tire is good here as well. I think brake disc was changed as well here. Probably take it on the drive and see if it'll clear it off. The exterior, everything looks good. So what we're going to do now is we're going to replace the wing, the headlights, and we're going to put in a bonnet as well. And they put the screws in here, which is a good thing the insurance company did. So now we go on to installing and fitting the part. Let's get on with it. So I've got the bumper here. You can see we got the parts from eBay anyways because we wanted to go to the dealership to get one, but I just ignored it and just went on eBay and got one. So this is the part that goes on. That is this bracket. So the original one and actually had a broken one. So we got this one for about like 30 quid off eBay. It's almost the same price as getting it from the dealership. You could get a brand new one, but the brand new one would not come with this tab. It doesn't come with it. This is like the washer jet that comes out and washes the headlight. It doesn't come with it, so I got that. I'm going to fit that on this now, and then the next thing is we're going to fit the bumper back onto the car. What I want to do is I want to fit this bumper back onto the car, get it in for an MOT and get it all prepped. Then later on, get it in for paint, because the lacquer peel has got quite a bit of a lacquer peel here, if you look at it. So then we fix the lacquer peel. We're going to try this ourselves anyways, so there's no need going to the body shop. I'm going to give it a go. It's a cheap car. I want to try and do stuff on it myself. So let's get this bumper done. Let's go get it all fitted up and then get it onto the car, and then get this car ready for today. This car needs to be ready today, and then we are on for a win. But stay tuned, keep watching, subscribe, like, share. This channel is only growing, that's more. So, and you guys make it happen. So stay tuned. Let's go on and finish this build. Let's go. This one has the bolts, all the bolts that goes underneath it. I feel like there's another tray again. Let me get those bolts fitted. All right, guys, now we're ready to fit this bumper. Come on, let's go. Let's go get this done. Yeah. Yeah, let's get this headlight done. Old one, new one. We jumped straight into fitting the bumper we somewhat just repaired. But before we could mount it, we had to remove the brackets from the old passenger wing. We carefully transferred the bracket onto the new wing, securing it with a T30 bolt. After that, we aligned everything to make sure it was perfectly in place. Once we thought it was ready, we then went to fit the bumper. But we ran into our first problem. There's a washer jet pipe that runs through.
Because when they took it off, they didn't put the clip back on. It's not leaking. We've done some budge repair here. Let's connect this one. Let's see if it's gonna work. So let's try it again. Try again. Hopefully it builds pressure and then it's able to work. Order two. Come they do Omega see. Just pull on towards you.
This right one?
Yeah. Just pull on towards you. They do them. Press again. We're doing it. Aha, come. How bozy get? It's okay.
The fire.
Come on, guys, it works. Yeah, boy. Guys, you should see what we did here. So we had to use like a little bit of a metal thing to hold this clip in. So it's got a clip in here. So we had to use that to hold this in. I don't know if you can see it properly, but that's it. And you can see the metal I used, and I got a plier. And then I just held it in there properly so it would never come out, and then get you out. And that is snug and fit. I'll probably put a tape around it as well just to hold it in place, but that is fixed and it works, and I don't have to pay £35. All right, let's get bumper on.
Since the washer jet pipes were fixed, we quickly moved on to fitting the bumper. Guys, this is the most difficult part of the repairs. Getting the bumper and bits back is straightforward, but aligning them, that's where the real challenge begins. As you can see, the rain just started and it didn't stop us. We keep working even in the rain because we never quit. Maybe that's why my tools get rusted, but hopefully one day we will have a garage. And that's why I want you to keep watching and subscribing to this channel. Working on this Volvo is actually one of the easiest things to do, but we also noticed there was some damage underneath. Looks like it had a front end damage before.
The question now is, do we have to take it all apart and get it fixed properly? That lad is not happy, is he? because he doesn't want to hear that. He doesn't want we want to tear it apart. So maybe not. Cup is big. I feel like there's something meant to be there. You sure? Guys, this is the struggle we go through just to get these things aligned, you know. Now the difficult part starts. Aligning this. Headlight time, let's go. Headlights goes in. We'll probably paint this bumper soon, later on, not now. What do you think? Look at that. Look at that fitment. That looks good, isn't it? All right, guys, so Volvo V60, we are still on and we are literally done with it. Basically, we only need a wheel arch liner for the passenger side. And then we need to find out if it needs some brackets at the bottom. But that damage there, I'm not gonna touch it. The radiator works. It doesn't look like it's got a leak in it. So it's all good. I'm not gonna spend that much money trying to fix something that is not broken. Okay, technically not broken, but this is a cheap car. So the next thing is we'll try and tackle the paint work on it and then just fix a little bits and bob on it. But let's get in for an MOT because it's not had an MOT for the last probably like 8 or 9 months, probably close to a year now. So hopefully it flies through an MOT because I'm not ready to do any mechanical work on this car. This car is too heavy. But if it comes up with mechanical problems, we get that fixed as well. For now, stay logged in, stay tuned. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you love this content, like, share, and subscribe. Tell me what you think. This is a Volvo V60. What do you think about them? Let's go. Today we've got an MOT for the Volvo V60, which we've done the repairs. We are far behind time, so we're going to quickly jump into the MOT and then get the MOT done. Hopefully, we're going to get this one nipped and quickly out of the door. Let's go. Guys, listen, there are some things you cannot even make up, right? I'm literally just driving now from the MOT center and the car's filled MOT. But for the most ridiculous thing, the door does not open from the inside. Now, we literally drove this car to MOT. We came out of this car from the same door. Now, the tester is taking the car in, tested the car, and all of a sudden, the door does not open from the inside. So now the question is, what actually happened to the door? Do you think it was a fault that already happened, or the tester broke it and then filled it? It's weird, isn't it? It's weird. I don't know what to do about this, but yeah, we'll go, have a try, check the doors and see how we get on with it. Hopefully it passes. This time it will get fixed. Now the question I'm asking is that how did the MOT tester come off the car the first 2 times? Because I could see him from the video, he came out of the car. So how did he come out of the car then? Well, we'll see. All right, I'm not gonna waste any more time. I'm just gonna go straight into this, but I went into the house to get something and guess what? It's X2. Guys, this is our first sponsor of the channel. We had this diagnostic to come from X2. And if you've been following this channel, you'd notice that I normally use an auto fix, which is made by Autel, for my diagnostics to do all my diagnosis work and everything. But X2 sent out this one to be reviewed. I am going to give it a good and nice thorough review. I'm not going to mess about and talk about things that do not actually exist. It's going to be things that actually work on this tool. So if this tool is rubbish, X2, I'm going to say it's rubbish. And if it works well, it's going to work well. I'm going to plug the diagnostics tool. I'm going to plug in the diagnostics tool, and then we're going to use the diagnostics tool to see if there's any fault with the door. So we've connected our X2 now. It's plugged in. I'm going to start the car. You can leave it in ignition, but it killed my battery. So I'm going to start the car now. And yeah, so Sky started. Let's see. That looks nice, isn't it? Let's straighten the wheel. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run a diagnosis for it as well, so you can do an auto scan when you can see. So I'm going to do an auto scan to see what is, and that is a very nice feature on it. You can do an auto scan on it. So what is it saying so far? Come on, failure to access the service. Please. Come on, X2. See, I've only just started, and look at what is happening already. The communication is being established. Initiating VCI. All right, so this is for the Volvo. Please confirm that the network is connected normally, otherwise the diagnosis function would not work correctly. What's wrong with this thing? Yes, that's it. All right, guys, it's unfortunate we're not able to get this working today, the X2. I think it's just going to be a minor problem, but there are some really nice things I like about it, especially like it charges when you connect it and all that stuff. But it's unfortunate it wasn't able to work this time. I think it's just going to be a minor problem, which is probably going to be an update or anything. But X2, thank you very much for sending this out. If you want to buy one of these two, go in the description below. But I'm going to do an in-depth review of it, and I'm going to try and update it and get everything done. Try to fix this door and fix the other issues with this car, because even when you start the car, you can actually hear a rattle in it, and I think we are on to a lot of problems with this car. But maybe I bought a lemon this time. We're going to try and fix it, and it's unfortunate it had to break down during an MOT. Thank you all for your support. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you like this video, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next Friday at 5 p.m. when we finish this build on this Volvo, and we decide, do we keep this car or do we flip it? See you next Friday.